Welcome to another episode of Just Cooking. On today's episode of Just Cooking, we're going to be making pork shoulder in the crock pot. So now we're going to start with our rub. And in our rub, as you can see, the rub contains paprika, seasoning salt, complete seasoning, lemon pepper, garlic, and celery seeds. So I'm going to put a glove on and put the rub on, because I don't want this rub all in my fingers. This rub is really tight. This ain't a large glove. This must be a medium or something. I feel like I'm about to deliver something. Okay, so I'm going to put the rub on. This is my first time ever making a pork shoulder. So if you see any mistakes I'm making, please let me know. I will be putting all of this seasoning on this shoulder. And on the back of the shoulder, it has a thick layer of skin. So I'm going to season this thick layer of skin too. Rub it right on this too. Because you know the fat part is the best part for some people, you know. So I'm going to turn this over with my one hand again. And I'm going to let it sit for a little bit and let that seasoning really like marinate in. So I'm going to let it sit for a minute. And we'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. So now we're going to put the pork shoulder in the crock pot. And I have a can of Coke in the bottom, and I'm going to place the pork shoulder right in on the Coke soda and let it cook. I really don't know how long it takes a pork shoulder to cook, but I know I want the meat to be really tender because after it cooks, I'm going to put a honey barbecue sauce on it and put it on the grill. So for right now, I'm just going to let it cook till it's nice and tender. Some moments. I totally forgot to tell you to set the crock pot on high. And for the Coke soda, I put a half a liter of Coca-Cola soda in the crock pot. And let it cook for however long it needs to cook to make that pork shoulder really, really tender. Okay, be back in some moments. Bye. Okay, welcome back to Just Cooking. So, here goes my pork shoulder. It looks kind of burnt, but it's not. It's really moist and like it's really tender. So I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it in a pan and I'm going to make some sauce, like a barbecue honey sauce, and I'm going to chop it up and put it on the grill just so the grill smoker can get into the meat with the barbecue sauce. And then I'm going to make the pulled pork sandwiches, and we're going to let you know just how this pork shoulder came out. But it was a very long time to cook. So, here we go. My first pork shoulder on Just Cooking. It smells really good. Okay, guys, welcome back to Just Cooking. Remember, we're doing my pork shoulder, and I have taken the pork shoulder all apart. Here go my pork shoulder fat and bones that I had took out of the pork shoulder. So now I'm going to shred the pork shoulder like this. It's really, 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 really tender. I'm just basically pulling it apart. Just pulling it apart. and I'll do this till all of it is pulled apart. So, you know it's that month again. It's Breast Cancer Month, Awareness Month, and we must do what we can to raise awareness. Go, ladies, go do what you have to do. Get your breast exams, and men, do what you have to do. Get your colons checked or whatever you have to do. Just be aware of the disease, and it's out there. And let's walk, run, give a dime, give a nickel, give a quarter. Let's help this cause. It is a very important cause in my life. My mom died 14 years ago from breast cancer, and it is very important to me and a lot of other people. I went to a breast cancer fashion show just last night, and it was really touching to see a lot of women that are survivors and women that are still battling it today. So let's do our little bit to just help this cause for the people that are out there, that's still fighting it, and that's still fighting the battle, and that are survivors from the battle. Okay, so I have this pulled pork, and you see how it looks now? It's basically pulled all apart. So now I'm going to make so I'm going to move this out the way for a minute, and I'm going to start my sauce. And I'm going to start with my barbecue sauce. I have to have 2 cups of barbecue sauce, and you can do your own barbecue sauce, but my barbecue sauce I like is Sweet Baby Ray's. That's the one that I choose, that I like. And honey, and 1 more cup of barbecue sauce. That's not me farting, that's the barbecue sauce, guys. And brown sugar. And I'm going to, after I finish with, mixing this beautiful array of seasonings, not seasonings, but barbecue sauce and the brown sugar and honey, I'm going to put it on my pork shoulder, and I'm going to put it on the grill just to have that smoke taste from the grill, the charcoal of the grill. And that's going to be that. So now I'm going to pour this array of flavors on this chopped barbecue. Just going to mix it through. And I didn't know how much pulled pork had so much fat until I started cleaning it. It was so much fat on it. But this is where you at now. I probably put another helping of barbecue sauce on it just because I like the taste of barbecue sauce. So I'll be back in a moment with the grill and our pulled pork. So we'll be back in a moment. Okay guys, so here you have it, our pulled pork. So you knew it was kind of light in the beginning with the sauce, so I just added another cup of barbecue sauce, a tablespoon of honey, and a teaspoon of brown sugar. So now it's about to go on the grill. All right, so we'll be back in a moment. Just cooking. Okay, so here goes our pork shoulder on the grill. I slid it over because he only has one side of the grill on. So here you go. The pork shoulder on the grill. I'm going to close it up now. All right, so we're here back at Just Cooking with Tracy, and she's trying my pulled pork sandwich that took forever to make. And she's a cancer survivor, and she's going to tell you a little bit about herself. So go ahead, Tracy.
Hi, I'm Tracy Williams. I am a survivor. I've had cancer 3 times, and each time was a journey. The first journey was, when you first find out that you have cancer, it's just heartbreaking. And I survived that. The second time was heartbreaking, but the chemo and the radiation you have to go through, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. I wouldn't want that on my worst enemy. But to go through it the third time, it's kind of heartbreaking because it's breast cancer that has traveled to the liver. And by it traveling to the liver, there's a little bit more that you have to go through than only just chemo and radiation. I would like to tell everyone out there, if you feel a mass and your doctor tell you that, oh, it's nothing, it's just scar tissue, get that tested. By all means, get that tested, because that's what I was told. I was told that it was scar tissue, and for years and years went past, and then I ended up having breast cancer. So by all means, get it tested for men and women. Then find out your past. Ask your grandmother, ask your grandfather about the elders that's in your family that have passed on. Because as we are, and we're getting older, our grandparents and our parents don't tell us everything. They take it to the grave with them. Then here it is that you have something and you don't know why, and you can't ask anyone. So by all means, ask your grandparents, ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. I'd rather ask a question than not know, than to ask a question and it's the wrong answer. So by all means, please, please, everyone, go out there and get checked. And this is pulled pork. I'm going to try it. This is good. This is delicious. And you also have to eat healthy. No more candy, no more Kool-Aid, no more snacks in the middle of the night, because you have to eat healthy. Kale tastes very good. Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy. Just Cooking. Try it at home, guys. Bye.
Bye.